Hey, welcome back to Minecraft, where in the last video we built up this big wall here, which took quite a long time, and I don't think I'm going to be starting on the next section of the wall for a little while. I want to start working on some of the stuff on the inside of the walls, and the first thing that really comes to mind is this market district here. Maybe the other one, but the other one, while it is still going to be a market district, is going to be a little different. I'll get onto that later. But, yeah. I've just been doing too much of this large-scale building, and I kind of want to mix it up a little bit, and also I don't want to go mining for another 7 hours. So, yeah, this is a good break. But I can't just jump straight into it. I need some sort of plan. So, with these signs, I'm going to write down what I need to have in this market district. So, first of all, animals. But pigs, cows, sheep, and chickens. Those are typical livestock that you would find. And also, I have them all on this island. So, it's much easier to work with that. Then, for basic farms, I'll need wheat, carrots, and potatoes. I don't think I'll do beetroots, because beetroots are fairly useless in the scheme of things. And these should be easy enough to do. I can also throw in a melon and pumpkin farm, and something for sugarcane. I don't think I'll do bamboo, because you don't really need large quantities of bamboo. I am using it for fuel in here, but anytime you're making a system like this, it's kind of easier to just make its own separate bamboo farm to feed into it. Yeah. So I'm not going to have any one main storage for it, because I can probably just take outcroppings from any sort of fuel bamboo that I make. Yeah. So I'm not going to have a dedicated bamboo farm in this market district. I was going to add more than that, but if I think about the cactus farm, I don't have a use for cactus really, other than to smelt it to get XP. And that I might be able to hide in the residential district. Yeah. Possibly feed it into the blacksmith. That's an idea, but that means that it won't be in this market district. And there are a couple other farms that I could be doing, but they're not in this market district. Something like a fish farm, that would go in the dock over at the end, and basically anything with villages goes in the residential district, and anything involving hostile mobs or just other random crap goes in the black market. Then there's weird farms like dripstone farms, which I don't think I'll be making, and dimension-specific ones like an Enderman farm or a gold farm, which just don't fit, so this works. Right, so the first thing I have to do is sort out this area here, because it does not look very workable. There's holes everywhere, mostly from creepers. There's a big cave entrance going through it, and it's not at all level. I can deal with some of the problems here, but most of them I'll just be covering up. So, let's get some dirt and do that. Okay, that's this area sort of flattened out a bit more. It is still quite hilly, but I like a challenge to work with. Although actually, now that I'm coming back to this bit, I don't like the look of this divot. So, I think this is workable. I think I can use this for what I need. There's definitely more terraining to do across the rest of the island, but I'll get to that when I get to that. I'll just stick with this part of the market district for now. This hole's going to be a pain. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is the animal stuff. Just kind of to get all the animals out of the way of the rest of the island. And also because they're the biggest. And they'd be the hardest to fit in. But I don't have any wood, so I'm going to have to go collect a lot of wood. Okay, so a stack of logs. I'm just making fences for the time being, so I think that'd be fine. Okay, that's probably enough fences. I'm also going to grab some lanterns for lighting reasons. I'm not going to be using torches for much of this build. I'll use torches for, like, the interior and... No, not the interior, like, the inside of the walls and, well, basically just the walls, because those aren't necessarily going to be seen. And the rest will just be the lanterns, because the lanterns look pretty good. So, where am I going to put these pens? Kind of need to think about the whole market district here in one before I can start putting things down. Because wheat, carrot, and potato, those are going to be from, like, market stalls with villages that I can trade to for wheat, carrot, and potato. And then these complicated ones with the melons, pumpkins, and sugarcane, those are going to be from not market stalls, but kind of traders. I'm not sure. It'll be similar. If I think of, like, a market square, then around the back here is where I can have, say, pigs and cows, and then around the side here is where I can have sheep and chickens. And then in the middle, I can have a big market center. Yeah. So, I'll start the fence here. Oh, and then what's the size of it? The chickens aren't going to have a very large pen, but the sheep will. Right, so this pen will have chickens. I'll put the fences in a good spot later. And this will have the sheep. Now I'll move the fences to be better. Right, now where do I put the gate? I think I'll put the gate down here. Yep, that's how I get the sheep in. And there's a pig in here. I don't know how many pigs I've got on the island, so I'm not just going to ruthlessly kill this guy. But he's in the wrong pen. This chicken pen is quite steep. I've got to do a lot of on-the-spot terraforming to make it a little easier, but if anything, I've made it steeper. I don't know. But at the very least, I can now put the fence gates in the same place. And then just as a last little detail, I'll put paths down the middle. Right, so sheep here, chickens there. I'll do the other two pens before I actually bring the animals in. I'm still not so sure about this chicken pen, but okay, no, I got it. There we go. Okay, I just gotta leave that. I gotta leave it and come back later. Alright, so what was the size of the sheep pen? Because I might do more or less the same size for the pigs and cows. Okay, so it was 13 by 15 in fences. So on the interior, it was only 12 by 14. So what's the width of this section of wall here? Okay, so if I mark each pen as being 15 wide, then there's this much of a gap between them, which is perfect. Right, so after a bit of terraforming work, I've got both pens now. I think this one for cows and that one for pigs. Now I need to remember the all-important step of lighting up what you've made. Don't forget about that. Right, so that's the lighting done on these pens. I kind of like what I've done here on the walls, where I've got the little wooden outcroppings to hold the lanterns. I did that over by the door as well, and I just thought I'd replicate it because it looks pretty cool. And it's better than just sticking a torch on the wall or a lantern on the fence right up against it. I feel like I might have used too many lanterns, but yeah, maybe I did use too many. Yeah, looking at it now, I've almost certainly used too many of them. So I can just remove some of them like that, and it'll be fine. Except here, I'll just replace one in the center. Right, stripping down the number of lanterns was a pretty considerable improvement. Yeah. I'm not sure whether or not to have a lantern on this side. Yeah, I'll have a lantern here. Yeah, I think that works. Now I just need to get the animals in. Come on, Piggy. We gotta get you to your pen. Whenever I'm escorting animals around, I like to stay in F5 mode so that I can see them behind me. And that's pig number 1 in here. Now I gotta find piggy number 2. And piggy number 2 would have been from the pens over there, but while I was doing some of the lighting over there, and the mobs killed him, so I gotta take this piggy. Now I've got 2 pigs, that's technically all I need, because now I can get them breeding. But I'm still gonna look for more pigs on this island. My god, there's 2 cows and 2 sheep just in this hole here. How am I gonna get them out? I think this is the last pig on the island that isn't in a pen. There we go. 4 pigs in here, 1 of them is a baby. That's enough to get going. I might not have too many pigs in here, maybe like 16, which is actually kind of a lot of pigs, but just enough that it's clear that there's pigs in here. Maybe only 8. Oh, there's 1 more pig. Do I want to take him over to his friends? Yeah, I'll take him to his friends. Now I have 6 pigs. 4 adults and 2 babies. Oh, I gotta get rid of my carrots so they're not running towards me. Now I'm gonna get cows. We got 2 cows. Double prizes. And they can breed. There are a lot more cows here than I thought. I just got 4 in one go. So how many cows do I have now? 9. I might get like 12 cows to fill up this pen. Same with the pigs. Did I get all the cows on the island? I don't think so, but I might have. Yep, I think I got all the cows on the island. And there's still 1 more pig. But I've got enough pigs. Now time for sheep. There we go, 3 sheep in here. And I'll breed 2 of them. I've got 4 sheep coming with me now. One of them's been stuck in the river for a long time. They're gonna be happy. I'd say that's enough sheep. How many have we got? 10 sheep. Now for the chickens. Still need to address this hole. Because I don't think I'm getting any of these guys out. And they're just gonna be kind of making a noise. So I've got a lot of chickens. I think I've got like 7 chickens. In you come, chickens. I'm gonna close the fence. And now, get going. I also have a bunch of eggs here. Let's see if I get any chickens from the eggs. I already have 10 after doing all of that breeding. Okay, only 12. That's a lot of chickens. Another egg. Oh no. So 12 chickens. That kind of looks like enough, just in this pen. I might get 12 in each pen then. 12 sheep, 12 chickens, 12 pigs, and 12 cows. I've got 15 sheep. That's a lot. Now I think I'm just gonna go around this whole island and just get rid of all the rest of the mobs. The passive mobs that is. But I'm not so sure there are any. I think I've brought them all with me. Yep. I think I've already dealt with them all. And they're all in these pens. Now, I need to make the rest of the market. So where's the market center gonna be? Probably around here-ish. Yeah. And I'll just have this, like, big oval of path blocks. Right, so now around here, I need to sort of get a bunch of market stalls and stuff. I need to get a lot of wood. Because all of these market stalls are going to be made out of wood. So, let's get some more. Okay, that should hopefully be enough. Right, so the first bit of market stalls, I think I'll do here, and this will be for wheat. So one market stall will probably look something like this. I should get some dirt to terraform this a bit better. Basically what one market stall will look like. I don't think I'll have these side bits though. That just makes it look too much like a mushroom cap. Yep, that looks good. I'd either have it like that, or I'd have those side bits but not the front bits. Just, if I didn't have the front bits, any villages that I put in here would quite easily be able to get out. They can't get out this way because there's the fence in the way, and villagers don't know how to use trapdoors. They can't come out here because there's wool. They can't come out here, and can't come out here for the same reason. So yeah, I think I'll go with this then. This design has been around for a really, really long time. I'm not at all the first to use this. I was kind of just going from memory, which is why it looks a bit different to most of the time that it's done. But yeah, this is a pretty stock standard design for a market stall. And I'm gonna get 2 more. One here and one here. And then maybe I'll fit one more in here to sell stuff for the sheep. And one in here to sell stuff for the chickens. Okay, so that's these 3 market stalls in place. I might have to... Well, I already have done a bunch of stuff fiddling with this pathway here, so that it sort of fits around this stall a bit. Maybe if I just scooched both of these back by one, and then this as well, I might be able to fit it in a bit easier, but it's fine for the time being. It's just the pathway's a little bit jank. And it's so that I could have all of these in a good position relative to each other. Yeah, this pathway's definitely got to change. I might just shift the center bit a little bit over. Yeah. Okay, so I've fiddled with this path stuff in the center, and I think it fits in a little bit better with the way these market stalls are. Maybe if I leveled this out, it would be a bit better, but that's too much effort for what it's worth, really. I'd say this is fine. This works for the time being. Now, the last detail I need to add to finish off this third of all the market stalls is I need to get some lights in there. Because you gotta light up everything you make, otherwise there's gonna be mobs everywhere. So what's the next market stall to do? This will probably be for either wheat, carrot, or potatoes. All 3 of these. Because I'll have 3 for each crop, being wheat, carrots, and potatoes. And maybe just to fill it in, I'll end up having beetroot, but I don't really need to. Actually, maybe instead of wheat, I could have bread. Yeah. Because bread is much, much easier to farm than wheat. So if I did have bread, carrots, potatoes, beetroot, then down here, I could have a stall for the pigs, stall for the cows, and then over here, I could have stall for the chickens, and then stall for the sheep. And then this corner could just be empty. Oh no, but then I also need some of the other farms like melons and pumpkins and the sugarcane. So then scrap the beetroot then. I have one for, well, it's going to be bread now instead of wheat. I'll need one section for carrots, one section for potatoes. Then I'll have one section that does both melons and pumpkins. I think I'll have one stall for each. I'll have... yeah, and then one stall for sugarcane. And that could go in this corner. So I've just gone and done a bit more pathing. More to just set out where it'll connect to the main road. Because there'll be a main road along here and along here. And I'll need it to connect into the market district. So that means then that this is a plot that can have 2 stalls on it. This can have 2 stalls on it, and then still leave room for one here. This can have 3 stalls actually. One here, and one here. Similar to that. This is one with 2, and this is another one with 2. Okay, I think I might change this one. This might be one for the sheep, instead of being for bread. So then I can have one here for the chickens, being probably feathers and eggs. Yep, and that should leave room to have one here, maybe for pumpkins, one here for melons, one here for sugar canes, one here, and one here. Both of those probably for carrots. No, I'd want the carrots to be facing the middle. Same with potatoes. I really need to sort of plan this out. Each stall takes up a 5x5 area. So, if I change this to be in line with the other one. Yep, and it's one away from the curb, from the path. Then I can have a stall here, and a stall here, and then I can probably fit one in here as well. I just need wood to plan this, really. And I am also out of wood. I run through it surprisingly quick when I'm making fences. So let's see. There's 6 farms that I need to make. And how many slots do I have? Wait, hang on, no. There's actually 10, because there'll be at least one stall for each of the animals. Okay, so I have 16 reasonable plots to put stalls on. So then if I have one for each animal, then that leaves 12 left. And then 2 for everything else to make the remainder 12 with the 6 other farms. Yeah. So that would mean a stall here and a stall here for the 2 animals. This one for chickens, this one for sheep. I'll have to change the top of that. Then I could have... Okay, I could have carrots, let's say potatoes along here, melons along here, or, well, pumpkins, let's say, along there, then melons in this corner. Have I said potatoes? I think I said potatoes. Yeah, and then sugarcane in this corner, and then pigs and cows. Okay, I have the basic idea. I just need to mark it. What I just went over before, I've now gone and marked down. So to recap, sheep, chickens, pumpkins, sugarcane, bread, what did I say here? Potatoes, carrots, melons, pigs, and cows. Right. Now I need to get a lot of wood to build up the rest of this, and I think I'll just do all of them in one. And with this last bit of wool, that is all of the stalls done. That took much longer than I was expecting. It took me about an hour and a half? Yeah, according to my OBS timer, it was about 2.5 hours of recording by the time I started building the rest of these, and now it's at almost 4 hours, so this is the longest I've ever recorded for one video. I probably should have stopped and had a break, but I didn't. I thought this would be much quicker than it actually was, but in the end, this looks pretty cool. We've got like 2 main hub bits there, and then those bits separated off. Oh, that just looks like Neapolitan ice cream. Oh, that was completely coincidental. But yeah, this whole place, it really does look like a Minecraft farmer's market sort of thing. Although, I don't really like this gap that I've got right here, but I'm not too sure what to do with it. So, I think that will just about do it for this first market district. It's got animals, and it's got stalls in it. I feel like the lighting might need a little bit more work than what I've done here, but it's fine for the time being, and it fits quite well. So yeah, the only thing left to do here is to put the villagers in, but I think that's the last step in building this entire place, because villages are such a pain. But this was really fun to build something like this. Plenty of times before, I've just thought, I want to make a big castle, and I'd set something out like this, but I would never end up getting this far. I would just get stuck on like the walls or the keep, and I'd never do any of this. But this is the fun part, populating the whole thing. I'm really happy with what I've made here. And I can imagine I'm going to be even happier when I'm finished. Because there's still so much more to go. There's the tower, there's the second market district, and there's the whole residential district and the dock. But it'll be great. It'll be good fun. We'll have an amazing outcome, and I'm going to be even happier than I am now. So, that's enough for this episode. So, bye.